and his response was really off-putting. Like it was a weird answer, and that some of the videos shown are edited to make me appear to say and to say things and say sentences I never said. So they've been edited to be so.
Wow. Hello. So a couple years ago, 2, 3, I don't know. I'm in my 30s, man. Time is an ethereal concept we cannot grasp. But me and my wife went to a Thrive conference, which, by the way, we couldn't pay for most of it, for pretty much anything. We're pretty poor. And they paid the rest. So those who say they're just out trying to make money, I don't think so. It's very professional, amazingly well done. But anyway, Jenn Kamp was there. Just thought I'd share a fun little clip of her calling us years later to try and get dirt on John Dehlin, or try and insinuate that something weird happened when absolutely nothing did.
No
worries.
No problem.
I just have a question for you guys, and I don't want to guide you in any way.
Mm-hmm.
I just wanted to know, when we were in that little breakout room where John was talking to us,
Mm-hmm.
do you, either you or your husband, do you remember what a question that your husband asked John?
He's with me right now. I don't remember.
I don't think I even asked it, to be honest. I think I was going to ask a question, and then someone else had something more important to say, and I ended up not even saying it, as far as I remember.
Oh, okay. I'm trying to figure out who it was that asked him a question. Like, they asked something to the effect of, like, you know, since leaving the church and being in the Post-Mormon space, and you being in the role that you're in, like they're asking this to John,
Mm-hmm.
like, what was the hardest part of that?
Mm.
Like, what's been the hardest part for him? And his response was really off-putting. Like, it was a weird answer to what the question that was asked of him.
Uh-huh.
And so, and I remember the person sitting next to me was a guy, and his girlfriend was there,
Mm-hmm.
or fiance, I can't remember who it was,
Mm-hmm.
fiance, son, like, or maybe newly married. And when he did this kind of weird answer to the question, the guy next to me, like, grabbed his fiance's hand, kind of like in a protective way, a little bit.
Okay.
Kind of like, and so I'm trying to see if anyone remembers the question, because I remember it, but I don't want to, like, tell you what it was or what his answer was. But I'm just wondering if you remember any.
I personally don't remember that. You know.
I don't either. I remember, I feel like that sounds familiar. It was a long time ago, and I will say, in our experience, because he is just a guy, like, I don't have, you know, it's not like the LDS church where I see him as a prophet or something. Like, I'm sure, I don't know if he's a great guy or not, but I will say he seemed pretty professional and well-intentioned and stuff from my interactions with him.
Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you.
Yeah.
That answered my question. It must be someone else. But thank you for taking my call. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem.
And then,
good luck.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Yeah.
And good luck to you, and, you know, happy.
Thank you.
Yeah,
and I do want to
you.
say, Jen, I'm not, like, I don't follow, like, all the ex-Mormon drama too deeply.
Yeah.
I've heard a little bit about this, so, and I try not to draw conclusions because I don't know you or John. But yeah, I mean, as far as I had heard, well, never mind. You probably don't want to get into it. I was just like,
I'm totally open. I do have certain things I can't say. But I would love to hear, actually, your point of view from where you sit.
From what I've heard, it seemed like you didn't really want the evidence presented and that John and Arfin did. And so I was like, well, I don't know. Again, I'm trying not to draw conclusions, but I was just wondering if something serious happened, like probably just present the evidence.
I would love in every way possible and have fought for the evidence to be shown. So far, I have not been shown any that from them.
This is something she thought of later in order to get back at John Dehlin and OSF, which is what it looked like it was. Oh, I remember there was one thing in this video that was so amazing. It was Jenn Kamp telling what I consider to be the most bald-faced lie I may have ever seen, at least from an adult. I mean, you see a lot of bald-faced lies from kids, right? This is from an adult. And what happens here? What happens here is that at the meeting 5 days earlier with just Jennifer Kamp and John Dehlin, Jenn Kamp had left the meeting of 45 minutes saying that she had recorded the entire meeting with John Dehlin. She announced that to John Dehlin as she was leaving the studio. There had been nobody else there, but she said she recorded it. So what happens now is that she's making all these representations about how rude and domineering and threatening John Dehlin was at the meeting to her. And that's what she wants to bring to the board's attention, not sexual harassment. It's all about this meeting, right? Well, she says she recorded it. John says that he was concerned because she said that. She never denies it. She admits she recorded it. So Clint now in the lower left-hand corner says, hey, I tell you what, since you've given us this version of what happened at the meeting, which sounds like it might be kind of bad if that's the way it really happened. You said you had the recording. Would you mind playing the recording so we can verify and confirm your version of events, Jennifer? And this is what happened. And I clipped this out and put it on my TikTok channel.
So, when you first told me about this and said, hey, do you want to listen to this recording? I said, no. Now I'm starting to wonder if maybe Carrie and I should listen to it so that we can have a good feeling of what's going on. Do you think that that would be smart?
It's up to you. It was started, I think there's only like 15 minutes of, or 10 minutes, I don't know, somewhere between there, 10 and 15 minutes of, actually, you know what? I deleted it.
I think she deleted it too. I think that when she listened to it and found out that it did not match her story, she said, there's no way I want this to continue to exist because it doesn't help my case any. John mentioned the security camera, the little bubble up on the ceiling. I'm sure you're familiar with those. You've seen a lot of those. Well, they have one there in the studio, and that might have captured it. And indeed, they went back and they looked at whatever they had to look at to retrieve it. It was still there. It did capture it. It wasn't like, focused on the two people, but you could hear absolutely everything during the meeting, and you could see them from the top, and you could see part of John's legs and the top of his hat as well. And what they saw was exactly the opposite of what it is that Jenn Kamp claimed happened in the meeting. No, John was not being domineering and threatening to her. She was being that way to John from beginning to end of the meeting. It was astonishing. And it was because of that Open Stories Foundation, through the board, said, we can't have this person working here anymore. She just lied to our faces. And she lied to say that John Dehlin was harassing her in this meeting. And we get, fortunately, after she's deleted the meeting, we get a separate audio. We're lucky enough to find that there's this video through the surveillance system that captured it, even though she deleted it. And when they looked at it, they find out that she was actually the one who was harassing John Dehlin. So they said, we can't have her anymore. And she was fired. And rightfully so, I think.
I was just wondering if something serious happened, like probably just present the evidence.
I would love in every way possible and have fought for the evidence to be shown.
Or between there, 10 and 15 minutes of, actually, you know what? I deleted it.
Everything in me would like them to show me something that says what I said was wrong. I want that. So far, I haven't been shown that.
Okay.
And what I would say, I guess what I feel comfortable saying is that I guess, gosh, I don't know. Sorry,
Hard
there's
to
so many
word,
things I can't
right?
say that I'm like having to figure out how to speak without crossing any lines
That makes sense.
that I can't speak about. But there's many things out in the world right now that are not actual documents, not actual video footage. They're created by individuals. And that's,
You feel like there's a lot of
making me
fake
appear
legal
like
documents?
I'm making me appear like I said things that I didn't say. And so, eventually I hope it will all eventually be able to be heard.
Yeah, honestly,
But
again,
at
like
this
if
time-
I don't know for sure, I'm just trying to be honest with you from the outside who hasn't fully followed.
Totally.
That is what it seems like to someone
appears.
who, how it
Yeah.
appears. But again, I don't know. So if you really
Yeah.
are a victim, then best of luck to you, and I hope everything works out.
Yeah, and I do feel like in the end it will. Like I really have a peace within me that it's crazy smear campaign right now against me. I totally fully understand that. I grasp it, believe me, more than anyone. And
are you saying like
have
there's like fake legal documents, or you mean like the podcasts? Because I know that I haven't clicked on all of them, but I know there've been quite a few podcasts about the legal cases. Are you like, is that fake?
I can definitely comment on those, and I can definitely tell you that those are edited, and that some of the videos shown are edited to make me appear to say and to say things and say sentences I never said. So they've been edited to be so.
Wow.
So that, and that's probably all I feel.
Also, just wanted to do a late 2024 recap with some of the new clips from our past XHEs I haven't posted yet. Sorry guys, again, I just don't have a lot of time for this channel right now. I just work overtime trying to live a somewhat balanced lifestyle, so it's still gonna be a while. Honestly, I'm surprised we've reached anyone, but it's always gonna be a small channel. This is such a niche within a niche platform within a niche technology. Like, if you happen to know anyone who is leaving or has left Mormonism, Jehovah's Witnesses, Islam, or whatever, just someone in need of like open-minded community processing spirituality with our different viewpoints, whether you're atheist or more agnostic like myself, or still trying to find a way to seek spirituality, you're all welcome here. And it's a really fucking cool way of connecting with people and doing activities, and remaining anonymous if that's what you want. Being able to chat and interact in a 3D space in a free platform for $150. I mean, right now you can get a Quest 2 for like $150 used and still participate. Obviously, I'd recommend Quest 3, but you know, it's pretty sick. It's just not well known, and I'm not exactly putting much effort into trying to reach mass audiences. So if you have any advice, all 20 of you subs, 24, thanks by the way, it's cool wherever you are. If you do know anyone, I think that's really what matters, is just referring to people who could use this, because we're having a good time every single month. Last Sunday of the month, 6 p.m. MST. Easy to join on VR chat, and who cares that there's weirdos on VR chat? Like, you don't have to go to any public worlds. It's a really amazing free platform for stuff like this. I'm surprised more people aren't doing it, just because I think people look up VR chat and see there's a lot of people that just make content rage baiting people who live in VR, but don't make me quote past prophets about any new technology like the internet. It's about how you use it, young man. So yeah, if you know anyone, if you want to join in, come hang out last Sunday of the month. Post-Mormon Purpose, just look up the group, join, you'll be able to see group instance. If you have any questions, and again, like, if there are people trying to join, just don't know what the hell is going on, just tell me. Put in the effort to actually make some content. Right now, we're just throwing it out there in case someone comes across it who could use this. But peace out. Have a good one.
I love how it's a PS5 and we're playing this on it. Glorified Flappy Bird. Not even Flappy Bird.
We'll be at the
Flappy Hat.
in
Oh my god, I'm awful.
Flappy Hat PS5 Pro
Yeah,
Edition.
I got 9. Let me know if you can beat it. Can I open this?
I don't think that's possible, but we'll see.
I can fuck this up. Never underestimate my ability to fuck something up like that.
Okay.
God damn it. Alright.
It was so romantic.